Have you ever noticed someone who barely speaks but commands respect? They don't fight for attention, they don't prove themselves. Yet when they walk into a room, people listen. That's not weakness, that's power. And psychology explains why quiet people are often the most powerful in any space. Let's break down the real strength behind silence. 1. They observe everything. While others talk, quiet people watch. Psychologists call this strategic observation. They notice body language, tone shifts, and hidden intentions others miss. Research shows people who speak less process information more deeply. They're not passive, they're gathering data. And when they speak, their words carry weight because they've understood the room. 2. They think before they act. Quiet people rarely make impulsive decisions. Psychologists link this to high cognitive control, the ability to pause and reflect before responding. Studies show this trait links to better problem solving and emotional regulation. They don't react, they respond, and that makes them more strategic and less manipulable.
3. They're comfortable with discomfort. Most people fill silence because it makes them anxious, but quiet people have mastered it. Psychologists say this reflects emotional security. They don't need constant validation. They're comfortable in their own presence. And that inner calm becomes an advantage in tense situations. 4. They listen more than they speak. Research shows good listeners are perceived as trustworthy and competent. Quiet people don't interrupt. They don't wait for their turn. They absorb what's being said. This makes them better leaders, better friends, and better decision makers because they understand perspectives others ignore. 5. They choose words carefully. When quiet people speak, it's deliberate. Psychologists call this linguistic precision. They don't waste words on small talk or empty statements. Every sentence has intent. And because they speak less, people pay attention when they do. Their silence creates anticipation. Their words create impact. 6. They're underestimated and they use it. Society mistakes silence for weakness.
But quiet people know this. Psychologists say they often leverage being underestimated as strategic advantage. While others overlook them, they're learning, preparing, and positioning themselves. Then, when it matters, they act with precision, and everyone's surprised. 7. They have deep inner worlds. Quiet people aren't empty. They're full of thoughts, ideas, and reflections. Research on introversion shows these individuals often have richer internal lives. They think deeply, create more, and process emotions at levels loud people rarely reach. Their silence isn't absence, it's depth. The truth is, quiet people don't need to prove their power. They embody it. They're not trying to dominate conversations, they're mastering themselves. And in a world that rewards noise, their silence becomes their greatest strength. If this resonated, hit subscribe now. On this channel, we don't just talk about behavior, we decode the psychology behind why people are the way they are.